Hi, thank you for joining us. My name is Pablo Veramendi. I'm the Imagine Cup Competition Manager. I'm here with Li Jung Chiu. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do for Microsoft?
Hello everyone, as Pablo introduced, I'm LJ, and I worked as the Director of Audience Evangelism in Microsoft Asia Pacific.
So you have a long history with Microsoft. It goes way back to being an MSP.
That's right.
Can you tell me a little bit about that experience?
Right, that's more than 10 years ago, and I started being an MSP when I was, I think, fourth year in my university life. And that was my first encounter with an industry, tycoon, and working in a corporate environment where, they had a nurturing program for students like us studying in the computer science program, and then teaching us the latest technologies that Microsoft is providing to the industry, and then equipping us with resources and opportunities to tell people more about, what we can do and how we can make people's life better with the technologies Microsoft is providing.
And how do you think it impacted your life as a student and then afterwards, kind of your career?
Yeah, well, Microsoft Student Program is a program where you get to meet different students from different universities from within your own country, and not only that, but also across the region, across the globe. So I think the number one thing out of a program, aside from learning those technologies and learning the skills of how to share with people the things that we know, really is to get connected with people around the world. You make friends, and then you get connected with professional people in the industry that later on provide you with a lot of career advices and opportunities.
That's great. And you were also a participant of the Imagine Cup.
That's right.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so when you get opened up with a lot of opportunities, through MSP program, you get to know that there are global platforms like Imagine Cup where you get to use the things that you learned in schools or through the programs and apply them to real world problems. So it gives you an incentive and drive to work on something that you feel is important. It may be helping people to solve problems in the healthcare industry, or for betterment of other people's life or education. And then given the platform for you to convince people or share with people how that solution that you have created can actually make an impact in not only the industry but in people's life in general. And I think Imagine Cup platform doesn't really just give you a chance to work on those problems, but it also allows you through that multiple months time frame to not brush up only on the technical skills, but also really solving problems, how to work within a team, lead a team, and then present and tell people exactly how that can impact people's life. And so it has a lot of soft skills that you can build over time. And a lot of those cross-disciplinary skills that you build throughout that few months actually benefit when you enter into the industry and then applies to the job that you're actually taking on.
So would you say that being an MSP and participating in Imagine Cup were a key part of getting your role here at Microsoft?
Absolutely. I mean, it is really a life-changing experience for myself. Coming out from universities, getting connected to people and with opportunities. Like for myself, I am a Taiwanese. I studied in the Philippines, and it is not easy to get a job back home because you didn't grow up there. So with the connections that I've made through the Imagine Cup platform, and also the experiences and expertise that you've shown people through the Imagine Cup platform, people will look at you differently when you go back home. Although you didn't study there, people trusted in the skills that you have, and also through the connections, you get to know where are the opportunities where you can go after. So that's really a life-changing experience.
So how did you feel when you were on the stage and you won your national final? How did that make you feel?
It makes you feel really, really special. And I think a lot of the times, students don't know how much they can do until you're given that chance. And people have told you through that global platform that, you know what, you really did great. And therefore, you will gain that confidence and go for something and aim for something higher that you don't know that you could actually have accomplished if you didn't actually try.
So now we just finished the Southeast Asia final for the first time here in Manila.
Right.
And you were you're the key person to put it together. How does it feel having gone through that experience as a student and now as an organizer? Right.
Well, I got hired into Microsoft as a MAC hire, as a fresh college hire grad, hire, and it was my dream to really contribute back to the community where I come from, because I benefited from the MSP program, I benefited from the Imagine Cup platform. It was my dream to be able to provide that same opportunity to a lot of students, you know, in this region. So I guess, you know, it was a dream come true for me. I had this vision of doing something regional in order to achieve that. And, you know, it is an incredible chance that we had this year, you know, with the empowerment from corporate and the investment that the regional SLT has given us, that we're able to make this happen. So as I was, you know, running through this entire event, on the third day where we had this awarding ceremony, I see the students standing up on stage, you know, them getting that applause from the audiences, you know, the VIPs, you know, their mentors and all the students in the theater. You know, I felt that all the things that we had went through, the 10 years that I had spent in Microsoft, in, you know, working through, you know, making this happen, really all made it worthwhile.
That's amazing. So what would you tell the students that are out there that are just hearing about the MSP program or have heard about Imagine Cup and they're trying to decide whether or not they want to participate in either?
Right. I actually came from a research-oriented university, and I know that in a lot of people's mind, you know, going after competition may not be the best choices, because there are a lot more other opportunities. You can go straight to a startup, or you could just go into an internship and go into a corporate environment straight from there. But I guess, you know, for me personally, it is really something that is a cornerstone for my personal development, not only from a technical skill perspective, but, you know, soft skills, you know, being able to integrate things, being able to communicate across many people, you know, a team set up, and also through a complex problem. That actually builds a foundation of you being able to be more excellent in the corporate environment that you have. So take the most time that you have. You know, don't be hurrying into getting into a job, but give yourself that opportunity to try this out and build that firm foundation through this practice, you know, that the Imagine Cup platform can give you. And invest in yourself, I would say. You know, don't think about, you know, going to a job first and then get my first paycheck, right? Spend some time in building that foundation. It will pay a lot more from the years to come.
That's an amazing story. Thank you so much for sharing with us. If you're interested in becoming an MSP or joining the Imagine Cup program, please go to imagine.microsoft.com. And yeah, we hope to see you at one of our events. Thank you.
Thank you.